dealing with people saying like, you're like, 1 minute they love you and the next they hate you. I was sick of dealing with all the feedback of the internet, and I just like felt so much better like being off of it and being out in nature, like doing stuff like I've been doing on the stream now. I'm just trying to share the lifestyle because it's like obviously want to start making more money off YouTube and everything like that, but also like more importantly than that is my own like mental health and sanity. And I never felt like I was going insane from YouTube, but I just didn't feel good. Like I just felt like, it just didn't feel good, so I didn't do it. I didn't want to do it. When I didn't do it, I felt better, so I just didn't do it. And it's especially because like it wasn't making money off the ads, and like I didn't want to put more work into it, do like Patreon and merch, because I already was like, man, I feel so much better when I'm just not on like social media or YouTube or anything. And so it's a combination of a few different things why I stopped, I guess. But yeah, the main reason I would say honestly is just because I felt better not doing it, because I didn't like weren't like I didn't once I started meditating, I stopped giving a shit what people think of me. Like I found like inner peace, as cheesy as that sounds. And I just like, people didn't like a video, I was like, I don't care. And I used to care a lot, and that made me like grow, because I really like gave a fuck about what people liked and what people didn't like. And I was being a person people wanted to see people like um would like, because I cared about like doing that. And like once I started meditating, I was like, I have peace with myself. I don't care if people like me or not, or don't like my videos. I want to make content that I enjoy making, that I would watch, that if I watched it I'd be like, this is good, this is entertaining, this is like deep, this is like more than just like cheesy, tacky, college prankster, basic simp bullshit. Overboard rant. Let me guess, you're a Democrat, eh? Bro, Donald Trump ain't even a Democrat no more. No one. It's just straight up what it is, like I'm trying to get myself back into like, I don't even know what to call it, like back into society. And I don't even want to say it's hard, because it's not hard, but it's hard because just like not this, it's just not the same anymore. Everything is different now. Like there's a Mac Miller lyric that says like, you don't know what you're missing, everybody tripping. And then he has like that song 2009, talks a lot about that. After you find peace and get money and everything, you kind of become a human, a different breed of human or something, and you realize like these social constructs are all bullshit and lead to, essentially disease and being miserable. I'm not trying to go off on a rant or anything. I'm trying to make it make sense so you guys can understand what I'm trying to say. Yeah. Every YouTuber basically eventually falls into a deep depression and hates their life. You see it all the time on YouTube. Obviously, if you watch other YouTubers, they cry every time they break up or whatever. And they're just miserable people in general, other than when they're faking their videos and putting on their character. I grew past all that, and I feel like I have thick enough skin to share this sort of transcendence that I've accomplished and the peace I've found beyond that. And I want to share it with you guys, because even though all that bullshit made me depressed and it sucks sometimes, it still gave me like a badass job, and still gave me the opportunity to not have to go to school or work a regular job, which were two things I could never do, because there's so many reasons why I do it. I get fired for either being threatening without trying to, because I'm doing the job better than I'm supposed to be doing, or I'm doing it with too much enthusiasm, or I don't want to work hours that are like grueling or something. There's always just a reason that I'm not willing to sacrifice the better part of myself to do most jobs. Now, I have a couple normal jobs that I do enjoy, but they're just far and few in between or whatever, you know. They're hard to find, they're hard to come by. People are always saying get a normal job. I actually have a few, I've streamed a few. I talked about that like 5 times today alone on stream. And if you watch the streams, you've seen me work those other jobs. So yeah, I don't know what else to tell people that keeps repeating the same thing. It's kind of difficult when you have to speak to like over 1 million people. You're gonna get the same question, you know, 10,000 times. Like, my FAQs are like plus questions. Like, they've been asked probably, I've been asked probably at least 5 different questions 10,000 plus times. What happened to you? Are you homeless? Like, those questions have literally been asked to me over 10,000 times. And like, I get better at addressing it each time, but at the same time, I don't want to spend every day, all day addressing the same bullshit. You know what I mean? So it's confusing because I have to send out a message to people who are tuning in all different times, and there's over 1 million of them coming and going, unsubscribing, resubscribing. And yeah, I'm not complaining, I'm just trying to explain to you like why I don't always answer it, or why I can't always answer it, or whatever. The sun's going down. Just throw it down in the comments. Yeah, right. Every time someone asks that, I would write fucking 10,000 of the same comment. Drive myself crazy.